So I wanted to touch on the true aura, or a woman with a true aura. I just saw a video, and there was a guy, and he was discussing this and that, and about the article of men are making us, boyfriends are making us embarrassed, right? And he was talking about the aura of a woman and how men can't steal a woman's. If a woman has her true aura, a man can't steal it. And I agree to a certain extent, but I need us to understand what a true aura looks like, and why a woman with a true aura wouldn't be with a regular type of man. So a woman that has a true aura is a extremely evolved woman. It is a woman who has learned how to master herself, and she's okay with being alone, or she's okay with being a partner. Either way, she's the same, right? She's a woman. You're not going to find her on the dating apps. You're going to find her out in the wild doing the things that she loves to do. She's not going to be entertaining any old man. She's not answering DMs. She is out enjoying her life and living her life and allowing life to align. And if that means a partner, that means a partner. She has no problem being alone. She has no problem being single. She doesn't need validation from other people in order for her to feel good in her skin, or in order for her to feel confident in this world. And so when you talk about a woman that has like a true aura, this is who I think of. It's a woman who has healed. She has done the work. She has done the healing work. She has done the shadow work. She has done the things that she needs to do to feed her spiritual self. We always, always, always need to remember that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And so our flesh, we have a lot of fleshly desires, but if you are feeding your fleshly desires and not feeding your spirit man, then ultimately as you grow, knowledge is only going to get you so far. Book knowledge is only going to get you so far. Wisdom as you get older is what helps you and keeps you and allows you to grow. One of the things that we're arguing about is relationships. Relationships are meant to teach us about ourselves. That is all. We have to stop looking at relationships as these fairy tale love stories and look at them for what they are. Relationships are meant to help us, teach us about ourselves and the lessons that we are supposed to get in this lifetime. Some relationships and some lessons last 30 years, some last 3 years. Either way, you should be a better person after each relationship. So when we talk about aura, there was that trend here on TikTok a few months ago, and it was a woman, and she showed herself now, and then she showed what she looked like inside of a relationship. If you are someone who got into a relationship and at the time your skin was thriving, your hair was thick, your body was tea, and by the time you got out of that relationship your hair was all thin and broken off, you had acne, and you had gained 50 pounds, that man, exactly, he stole your aura. And that literally happens in real life, in real time. And you were in an unequally yoked relationship, because relationships should never leave you worse off than how you came in. When you go into a relationship, each relationship is getting you closer and closer to your purpose, to your evolution, to your awakening. If you are entertaining people that when you get out of a relationship, you are worse off than you were when you got in, then you are entertaining the wrong person. A relationship is also a mirror. It is looking at yourself and seeing the areas in your life that you need to change. And you're going to say, oh, well, Darlene, my last relationship, he cheated on me. Well, you may have some insecurity issues. It may not be that you're a cheater, but it may be there's something about you and your insecurities that you need to look at, because those insecurities are attracting this certain type of man who is also insecure, which is what cheating comes from. It comes from an insecurity, an inadequacy. I need you to validate me because I'm not getting the validation at home. So we have to understand we're jumping in these relationships instead of taking time, instead of doing the work, instead of getting to know ourselves, instead of mastering ourselves. We're jumping from one to the next, to the next, to the next, and not learning the lesson. And you look worse and worse and worse and and worse each time you get out of these relationships. If you want to be a woman of true aura, you truly, truly, truly have to learn how to master yourself, master your mind, your heart, and your soul.